No water?
Shit.
No water? You gotta have your water.
Yo, baby.
We had to fill up right before. You already know.
And I had to get me some coffee. I bought me another coffee cup today.
You an addict, bro.
I bought a Cubs one. I didn't have a Cubs one, so I bought a Cubs one. I saw it today.
Okay. What's the coffee mug budget looking like?
Shit. It ain't no budget. I just be buying. Ain't no budget.
I like this.
I ain't got one like this.
No, I can easily probably spend $100 a month on coffee cups if I wanted to. Like, it'd be that bad. Like, I'd be seeing it, I'm like, damn, do I really want that? So sometimes I let them slide.
Can't drink it. Y'all some straight up addicts every day.
Oh, man, I drink so much coffee. So much coffee, bro. So much coffee. I just drink. And then, like, when I'm traveling on the road, since I don't have to pay for shit, I just use it and I get all the points. So Raina gets free coffee at Starbucks now because I just rack up points all the time. So she just
you can live with your addiction with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Special.
So look, before we get started, I wanna shout out Kenny Beecham. I gotta shout him out because this young man, I don't know. I think all three of us have pretty much grew up with this dude. Like, we've been watching him. I watch everything he do, like his 2K videos, his podcast, his daily basketball updates. That is a crazy ass grind to do that shit every night. He drop a video, or next morning he drop one because he recaps. But that's dedication, and the fact, like, he's seeing him he doing shit at All-Star Weekend with himself and the podcast.
I don't know how that man is not burnt out.
Shit. I don't understand either.
Because he love it too much.
He do. And then it's like he be doing shit with the Bulls, doing interviews with those guys, going on Stephen A's podcast, and now being on First Take. Bro, I'm watching this boy talk about this man talk about the damn Warriors game. Like, he is really, and I can see people in the comments, like, I saw the clips, like, he know what he's talking about. Yeah, you can tell he really, yes.
Yo, like he had Stephen A. just speechless. He was like,
speechless, bro. He was going, going. And it's like, just seeing him, I just want to shout him out before we get started because he's like an inspiration for everybody, man. Like, he kept going, like, he doing this shit, he doing content, and now he's a dad. I want to shout him out for that.
Building that up from your own ground is always dope. Yes. And he's from Chicago. Too bad he liked the wrong baseball team, but he a Bulls fan, so we can go with that. I rock with that. But I just wanted to shout him out beforehand. He deserved his flowers before, not later. He does deserve that shit now because
up top.
He's an inspiration for a lot of people, for people to keep going and keep doing this shit, because this shit is not easy. Any type of content you do, any type of creating you do, that shit ain't easy for him to keep opening doors and for himself and other people, because getting on First Take, that's huge, bro. That's prime time. You can get on anybody's podcast, because last year he was on JJ Redick's, and I kept seeing him. I'm like, okay, he getting that steam. But get on First Take, bro. You're on ESPN. This ain't a podcast no more. Like, they got you. They sent the satellite feed to his house. You know what I'm saying? You do.
He made it to the show big time.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if y'all have anything y'all want to say about it, but I just wanted to kick the show off by, giving him my flowers, his flowers.
I didn't know how tall he was. I saw him next to, like...
Why you gotta do him dirty like that?
Why you gotta do him like that, bro?
No shade.
Let me tell you something. Hold on.
No shade.
Zoe is gonna have people coming after us the more we grow. I can see it now. Players and everything. He be calling players ugly and shit. He on wax.
Ugly as hell, but he can hoop though.
On the record, like, he double downs on it. He go on Twitter and just repeat it.
What Chris Middleton did to you?
I said this. Why?
Chris Middleton, look, he didn't do nothing to me. A man is a bucket when he wants to be. He'll lock down on the defensive end, but I'm sure that, he's, it just might be tough for him outside the court sometimes. Before he was a hooper, I'm sure he's very nice.
Yeah, he is.
He seems like he is. He's a nice guy. I'm sure he's a good guy.
No, you know what? Nice guy. You know what they're going to catch to Kenny. Jonah, you got anything else? You want to say anything about Jonah about Kenny before we get started? Because Zoe about to get us canceled.
I mean,
before we get started,
he just doing his thing because it's. I mean, I always remember him just from 2K rebuilds, but branching yourself that far out is crazy.
Yes,
because that's the thing is you can't. A lot of that with content creation is you can't stick to the same thing for a while. Like you can't box yourself for your audience in one little spot.
No, you don't. Nope. And like you said, to go from doing 2K rebuilds to I mean,
he was doing like videos in high school.
Now.
Like,
yes, bro.
Yo, I was late.
Wasn't it like? Was he on like 360?
Probably.
Wasn't it when he started? Wasn't it 360? Or I think so, bro. I think it's when I first started seeing him. I used to watch him, Chris Smooth, of course, and iPod King Carter. I used to watch them three heavily. Them three. And they all three doing their thing, but Kenny is just in this podcast space to, like you said, to go from 2K rebuilds, a video game.
There's plenty of early 2K guys that have just vanished. And then there's others that have just went to the moon.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? So he really just... Man, he is killing it.
Yeah, here.
You can tell. And he always got so much energy. You know that man be tired, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yo, he's tired, but you gotta, because he loves it, it just keeps going. Like,
and he was pumping out videos like when the baby was born, like he was still grinding. Like he took a little break, but he was still consistent all the way up until she had the baby. And he's still there. So I just wanted to start off like that and get that young man his flowers. So,
and once you get the bag, like the motivation.
Yeah. Once you get that, no facts. I know he is. So,
damn, your mic.
All right, we lost you, bro.
You touched your mic again.
I touched my mic. My fault. No, I know I don't know him personally to know like the bag he's getting, but I just know he's getting that. You know what I'm saying? So. Shout out to that young man.
Hold up.
Keep on
Alex, going. Hold on. Alex Lynn poster alert.
Who he dunk on?
I don't know. I caught the tail end of it, man.
Alex Lynn. What a damn name, bro. What a name. The Phoenix Suns picked him high. First of all, let's start. Welcome back to Uncommon Commentators with us, Jay, Jonah, and Zoe. And this episode 10, man. We just made it 10 episodes in a row. Consecutive. You know, that shit is not easy. It's not.
We're figuring it out, but we getting our upload up on Wednesday morning.
Yes, you going to get this upload every week. But we're back. We had some unbelievable basketball. It could have been a perfect weekend if the Hawks decided to even just attempt to play basketball. God damn. I mean, they tried to make a comeback. But, man, they just look awful out of everybody.
In the first quarter.
Yeah, they just look bad. And then once Boston got that steamroll, they got that going. Like, everybody makes a run, but it was too much to come back against Boston at that point.
It was nap time.
Yeah. How was y'all weekend? Before we jump into this, how was y'all weekend?
Man,
just basketball.
Had a bunch of schoolwork to do. I was waking up early, getting it done, and sitting on my chair the rest of the day.
I hear you. So, did you move, or were you just packing this weekend?
Just started packing up, but we had the game on in the back.
Yeah, fuck that packing shit.
Look, a little bit every day is what I'm gonna keep telling myself.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. A little bit every day. Facts. Well, where y'all want to start? Do y'all want to start?
We go game by game.
Yeah.
I don't know. What was the first game? Sixers. Yeah.
First impression.
What was y'all thoughts on that? What was y'all thoughts on that shit? On that game?
I mean, the script was pretty much Nets hang around. They were shooting like 62% from the field, and they still couldn't overcome the Sixers. So I'm like, how are we gonna do this if you're having an outlier shooting game and you're still competing? Can't get the edge.
Competing.
Yeah, just competing. Yeah.
That's basically what this series is. Like, we knew. This is like a building stage for the Nets. No, I'm gonna ask you this real question: is Patty Mills still in the Nets?
Yeah, he's just not that good this year. He did not have a good year.
Damn. That man ain't getting no burn. He getting DMPs, bro.
I mean, he's getting up there in age, you know. The shot's not falling. A little slow off the screen.
If his shot's not falling, he doesn't have much use right now.
Yeah, he ain't playing no damn defense. So yeah, and y'all right about that shit.
6 foot on a good day. So
no, y'all right. No, y'all right. I'm gonna start with the Nets real quick. I'm gonna start with one person in particular. Spencer fucking Dinwiddie. This man is out here just going on a rampage, like talking about Kyle Kuzma. He had the audacity to throw in Rick Fox. And Rick Fox jumped off the top rope on his ass and quote tweeted him and just cooked him in a whole ass tweet. Like, bro, why are you acting like he talking like he's really like he's a good hooper. He's nice, but he's not nice like that.
I completely forgot he was even a Wizard until he's tweeting about Kuzma again, because that was such a short-lived stint.
It was, and
it was bad.
I didn't understand what's his beef with him. What is his beef with him?
He played really poor in Washington. I mean, I didn't watch the whole clip from the pod, but clearly Kuzma had some prior stuff going on there, and it rose up to the top. So,
listen, I'm just gonna start at Spencer Dinwiddie, man. Like, you can't be talking like that, and game one you only having 14 points in almost 37 minutes.
I mean, tonight he wasn't looking any better.
I'm not even. Yeah, to be honest though, that's what Dinwiddie should be producing.
That's what he does. So you can't talk like that. No, you can't be mad like that. I just get mad when people be talking like they that guy. That is what it is.
Kuzma did get his class back.
It's one thing to boost yourself up. It's another thing to bring someone else down in the factor, because then you're getting out of your way, because it's just like when you see players get set up for questions. It's like obviously a player is going to be confident in their own abilities. That's how it works. But when you get to the point where you're getting out of your zone a little bit, that's when it can get messy.
Messy. And look, say what you want. Kyle Kuzma has he has played more meaningful basketball than Spencer Dinwiddie. He was helping. He wasn't just a bench rider. He was out there. He was making shots. He was doing stuff. He was in the rotation with the Lakers. So
he hit a game winner in that bubble.
Yeah, like he was hooping for the Lakers and shit like that. But I want to start there. I'm just gonna get him out the way. But Mikal Bridges, bro,
hitting buckets.
He's in that next tier of guys. Like, I've seen enough. Like, I've seen enough. Like, I can tell that it's going up. I don't think he's just stopping right here.
Your wing defenders like OG and OB, like you could throw Jaden. Jaden's getting in the echelon. Like, those players are already standing out for their perimeter defense. But when you can add like shot making like this, it's just a whole new level.
We're going to talk about this team later, but Mikal Bridges is who the Knicks need.
Anyone needs a Mikal.
No, that's the type of player they would. That's all they're missing. That's all they're missing.
RJ? Instead of RJ on top of RJ. Okay, I feel you.
No, instead of RJ, that's who they need. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But, like y'all said, this script was just like we thought it was going to be for this series. Like, even after tonight, but this is how we figured it's going to be. I don't know. Did we say? I think I said they were going to probably win in 6 because I just don't trust Philly. I don't never trust Philly ever, but that's probably why I said
we're
6.
all like 6-ish range with them.
I can see Philly losing the next 2 games in Brooklyn.
I think I might have said 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably. Who knows? But we all picked them up. But this game wasn't really like super exciting. Like you knew what you could tell what was happening. So it was like it wasn't.
Hey, one thing I wanted to run by y'all. What do you think Ben Simmons could have done in this series a healthy Ben Simmons?
See, that's tricky because a healthy Ben Simmons. Are you talking like not his back injury or like pre?
Nah, let's take just Brooklyn Nets. Let's take Brooklyn Nets Ben Simmons.
I mean, even Brooklyn Nets Ben still had his issues.
He did.
In the playoffs, he'd probably get played. I mean, Claxton today in Game 2 got played off the floor to end the game because they didn't have any offense from him.
They get Royce O'Neal guarding Embiid.
Yeah.
They just need a buckets and that
is
interesting matchup.
Yeah, that's like PJ Tucker playing center for the goddamn Houston Rockets, bro.
Body him up and double and pray.
Yeah, bro. And Embiid was picking their ass apart in this double team. Like
that's the thing.
Jock don't have no answer for this dude, bro. There's nothing. He was talking about they was talking about travels and shit in his press conference. Like when a motherfucker talking about travels, they have no answer for this man. Like when you're talking about when you lose by 20 plus points and you in a press conference talking about they didn't call it a travel. You have no answer for him, bro. You just going out there and just to play your last 5-6 games of the season at this point. That's how I look at it. He has no answer. You're in a press conference arguing about a traveling call, and you lost by 20 plus points, bro.
That's one of those where you just take that blame. No, we didn't play well enough today.
Yeah, get the job right, bro. I couldn't believe Jock Vaughn was in there doing that shit. I said, "Oh yeah, he know." They lost.
It didn't help that Philly,
they lost by
Philly
20.
was shooting crazy too, which didn't help because it's tricky because Embiid can. It's just like I was talking to someone about with Curry the other day. Like those kind of players are on the floor, even if they're having a bad game. That gravity they have, the attention they're going to draw, the ability to just move on the floor. Like they don't even have to be scoring, and they could still affect the game so much. So,
and then if they're smart, they can pick your ass apart all type of different ways. If they're a smart player, so it's not like you could just do something and they're gonna take them out their game. So,
I do like the dynamic with kind of Harden being more stationary with his creation, where Maxi's going to be flying all over.
Yeah, I like that too.
But if we see, I'm really curious to see if we get a Celtics-Philly series, kind of.
Yeah, I'm not
offense for Philly.
Yeah, because this is not this ain't really no test for the Nets. Like we're gonna see when you got somebody. Look who's guarding Embiid. That's not. You're not gonna win that series. You know what I'm saying? So. If Philly play like Philly's supposed to, this should be a sweep. The Nets should not win a game.
Yeah,
get this shit out the way. Get this shit out the way because you know Boston is going to get. Who did?
The Nets shot 55% from the field. I mean, they turned the ball over 19 times.
Oh yeah, that's how you lose by 20. Yeah, that's how that happened. Hey, before we ain't gotta spend too much time on this game. We already know what it is. But one more. Do you know who fell off the cliff? Just fell off the cliff. Montrezl Harrell.
Big time.
Yo, I always got my issue with a undersized big. Like he's 6'7", trying to play.
No, yeah, you don't. Center, but I feel you though. That shit is hard. Even in today's basketball, you being a 6'7" center is not. He went from the Clippers. Didn't he win 6-man or was he in the running?
I want to say he won.
He won.
I believe so.
Really?
Double check.
Oh, he was. It was like him and Lou Will.
Yep, 2019, 2020, 6-man of the year.
Yeah.
And then he went to the Lakers, and that whole experiment did not work out at all.
No bueno.
And he went to Washington, and they cut him, and they traded him again to Charlotte.
Imagine getting traded from the Wizards.
And then
to the Hornets. You ain't doing shit, bro. You're not doing anything.
I can't remember times when he had much impact even in the rotation this year. It was just not
this year.
I've seen him. What game was that? Because he was talking spicy about somebody after a game.
Oh, the Giannis game.
No. Was it Giannis? He was talking. No, It was
Are you talking
somebody.
about?
He was.
Oh wait.
You know exactly what you know, y'all. He was talking.
No,
spicy.
it was Giannis.
It was
because it was the ladder incident.
The ladder incident. Yep. He was talking crazy to Thanasis, right?
Hey, Giannis was shooting free throws after the game, and he didn't want him on his floor or something. There's a ladder in the way because they're adjusting the net.
You don't remember the ladder?
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I just knew he was talking spicy about somebody he should not be talking spicy about or to. That is the thing.
I mean, that's one thing about. Go ahead.
No. You go ahead.
Some of these tough guys picking the wrong time to be tough.
Wrong time.
Like, bro, you just rode the bench 48 minutes, probably. Like,
yeah,
you know,
bro.
to talk to the MVP.
Do you know who was talking crazy when Campaign was talking nuts to LeBron? I lost my shit, bro. I could not believe it.
Was this like pre-revitalization Campaign or like Tank Commander?
No, he was. It was the year after they beat the Lakers in the playoffs when AD got hurt.
Got you.
So it was the following season. Brown was sitting on the bench.
He was actually a little solid.
Yeah, a little solid. So they pumping their chests the next season because they knocked the Lakers out and shit. And LeBron was on the bench. I don't know if he was playing or he was like resting. But Campaign was like a dead ball, and Campaign was talking. I'm surprised y'all don't remember this shit. Y'all, I'm on YouTube and send it to y'all. He was talking nuts.
I think Brown was hurt though, right?
I think so. He was talking nuts, bro. I could not believe it.
Right over my head.
I couldn't believe it. Shit like that just be funny. It'll be like the audacity of this man. That is ballsy.
I mean, you want to jump into some audacious shit? Y'all see the Kings fan talking to Steph?
Oh my God, that shit
on your head.
Bro, on your fucking head. That's what he said, bro.
People are crazy.
Man, shut the hell up.
You want to talk to this man here? Curry had 30 points and he didn't even shoot the best. Chill out, bro.
I just don't like the energy when you're always going to be in the right, and if a player comes at you, you're going to play the victim. So.
Oh yeah, you can't play the victim because if Curry said something back to your ass, he'd have put him butt hurt. But did y'all see Westbrook talking to that damn Suns employee or fan? Yo, that man.
Do people not know yet? Like, Russ is not the one.
I looked in the comments too when people are like, oh, Russ got really angry. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, Russ got angry for no reason. This guy did nothing to make him angry. I'm like,
come on, man. You can tell Russ just don't be getting mad at nobody, man. Like,
also, it's still
that
crazy.
Man said, watch your mouth. He said, watch what you say. Watch your mouth.
One thing, I think it's still crazy that you can sit on the playing surface of a sport and that's still, like, courtside seats are a crazy thing in theory, and the fact that a lot of the time the away team's tunnel goes straight to where the courtside people can come out of their little courtside.
That is nuts, bro. It's two things I still can't believe, and me and Jonah have talked about this before. I still can't believe that photographers are still right there on the basket, especially after Dennis Rodman kicked that dude.
The baseline cameraman is always far too close than they need to be.
Far too close. Way too close, bro. He should not be there.
Either get him a little stool or get him a little rolly stool, bro.
Like, what is going on? And I still can't believe the damn stanchion is not back more after Paul George broke his leg. Because players run to that shit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time.
They look to catch themselves on it.
Yes, bro. Like, they be putting their hands out. You see it multiple times a game from both sides of the ball. Like, you see it. So I still don't understand. I haven't even heard a conversation about that. But I don't want to get too deep about that. We move on from that game.
Now you talking revenue.
Right.
We even want to talk about Hawks Celtics. Like,
we don't even need to talk about Hawks Celtics. We can just move on.
We kind of had our expectations. Trey was going to have a tough time, and the Hawks really weren't.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Hawks fans on the internet talking about they can beat man, if y'all don't calm y'all ass down and get this gentleman sweep, chill out.
You know what? I will say, even though Celtics might have just pulled up, it looked like Atlanta was putting together some chemistry, so let's watch out game 2. Maybe it might be a better matchup.
I just want to see what their off season's looking like. I'm already
there. Yeah. I'm already talking about the off season for the Hawks. I'm not even worried about this shit. They gonna get one maybe because Trae Young can get ballistic in Atlanta, but I'm not.
He's still gonna be difficult. He's gonna have some crazy shot making for that to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm not even worried about that.
A lot of that foul baiting shit.
This game, we're not even gonna worry. We're gonna just move on to the second most exciting game on Saturday, and that was Knicks Cleveland. Before we get started, I got to address one thing. I am not, and I'll repeat, I am not a Knicks hater. I love to troll Knicks fans because they be so unrealistic about their teams, and they be so butthurt when you just be talking shit to them. Like, after they won this game, you see the video. I know y'all seen them. Knicks in 3. All this shit.
They couldn't wait.
Let me tell you something. It's gonna be perfect, bro.
Once we get a game 3 and game 4. It's gonna be.
I can't wait till Donovan Mitchell drop 50 points multiple times in this series because it's going to happen. I don't understand how Mitchell even drops 50 like he does in the playoffs, but it's easy for him. I don't understand why and how he do it, but
he gets his shots up. He unloads the clip every time.
He does.
Yeah, he's getting the shots up.
So I want to get it off my chest. I'm not a Knicks hater. I love trolling the Knicks fans? Absolutely, because they be so butthurt about everything. Multiple Knicks fans.
It's not even trolling. We just keep it real.
We keep it real. They shoot themselves in the foot like the damn Cowboys. Period.
Okay. Why?
He said, "Don't get too close to him now."
Hey,
I'm tired of just catching straight bullets out of nowhere for like.
I had to just say that because that's what it is. But I'm not a Knicks hater. Honestly, they're moving in the right direction. They're a solid team. I didn't think I'm not shocked that they won game 1. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it seems like Brunson had a lot more than 27 this game.
It did.
It did seem like that. It did seem like that.
Like,
excuse me. It definitely seemed like he did have more. RJ
maybe that's just because when he was in
fucking.
Yeah, RJ is. I was never a big RJ guy, but
no, especially out of Duke, I was never that. No, I always thought he was the number 3 after the other two, after Cam and Zion.
Should have been, but
yeah,
he had too much hype coming in.
Yeah,
the role he's in now is like a secondary creator. I mean, even more of the secondary creation is going to go to Quickly, and then Barrett's pretty much stuck as a catch and shoot guy, which he's not going to do. So he's going to force a lot of stuff inside the arc. So it's just kind of a trickier spot for him to be.
You know what? You know what's helping the Knicks this series that can help them, and I didn't even think about this, is that with them having Mitchell Robinson, but the Cavs having Jared Allen, that helps the Knicks because any other series, Mitchell Robinson is not going to be. I can't see him making it. Yeah,
too effective.
Because they both got bigs who aren't shooters. They just rebound and get and play defense. So that will help the Knicks. But I didn't.
I kind of like. This is why I went with the Cavs. Those 2 bigs. I feel like they got it working.
I'm terrified of what a Cavs small ball lineup would look like.
Oh, was that like Mobley at the 5, maybe? Like
Mobley at the 5 is not good. He's much more of a power forward.
He's a 4, yeah.
Everybody cannot play center. Everybody's not big.
And the rebounding numbers when Allen are off the floor are nasty.
Yeah,
I mean, this game alone, the offensive rebounds were loud. 17 offensive rebounds for the Knicks. I mean, the whole fourth quarter, third quarter, you could just see the second chance buckets they were getting.
No,
over and over.
There was a couple possessions where it was at least 2, and then still getting good looks.
No,
the ones linked together are just, bro.
This is gonna be
it's tough.
I know I said 6. This definitely could go 7. This is a really interesting act.
There you go again.
Lost him again, bro. He needs to pay his bills.
You gotta do his software before getting in here, man.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
I heard we're missing like nothing in this game tonight. Sounds like it's nasty basketball.
I got it on, and it's been kind of ugly.
Jordan Poole is being Jordan Poole, it sounds like.
Yeah, I saw a couple of that.
Man.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Golden State still just...
I hate this is...
Oh, shit, hey.
Whenever I'm tired, I know I got to do extra work. I got to do extra work tonight. I see that now. But I was asking about... Hours. Yeah, I was asking about Josh Hart. He's hurt?
Yeah, as we record on a Monday, Josh Hart is doubtful for the next Knicks game. I believe the game will probably be wrapped up by the time this pod is posted.
Yeah, they play tomorrow, right?
Yeah, yes, they do. I mean, Josh Hart had 17 and 10 rebounds in his 33 minutes, which is all statistical, but his impact is always a lot more. They need him.
Facts.
They absolutely need him.
Mm-hmm. He was a good piece for them to pick up.
Excellent piece for
just
them.
Just that role, and he's done it multiple places already. We see this. He's just a guy
ain't no fluke.
Man, he'll play defense. The 3-point shooting was a little down this year, but we know he's still capable of making that shot. And his efforts there every night. So
and he knows how to play. He knows how to hoop.
My issue with him in Portland was like he was mad hesitant on putting shots up, and it just seems like the whole script just kind of flipped in New York, which is really interesting. His whole play style's been different.
That's good.
Which is what you want.
He's a Tibbs type of guy.
No, he definitely is. He gonna work hard as fuck on defense, and he gonna make some timely buckets for you. But that's
6'4", getting 8 rebounds a game.
He is super undersized. People don't realize that.
Super undersized, and he be out there getting busy, and
he ran guard. He's technically a guard, but you could really run him at like a 4 if you wanted to, just because of his rebounding.
You could.
But he still has those guard skills because he was one of the lead guards for Villanova in college. So,
yeah,
he'll get his.
The minute distribution for the Knicks. It seems like Tibbs is not grinding his players into the fucking ground from the jump.
No, he did have 31, 33.
4-man rotation off the bench definitely helps that.
That definitely does.
That might be a little X factor for them this
it's
postseason because everybody's used to Tibbs just 38, 40, 42 minutes.
Oh yeah, and it's wild that Evan Fournier is getting DMPs, bro. Knicks fans was so just head over heels with that signing. I didn't understand.
Yo, I was tired of them offering him up for Zach LaVine and all these trades.
Is you crazy?
This man is not playing.
The only thing that he has left with the Knicks is if the Knicks want to go acquire someone, there's your salary filler.
Yes, that's it. That's all.
I mean, Quentin Grimes does his role, but better.
That's all. Should RJ Barrett be shooting the ball 12 times a game?
I would like to see Grimes get some more looks, but
Grimes is more efficient from that same type of role, catch and shoot.
Grimes shot the ball 4 times.
I want to say RJ shots were more drive focused.
I believe it. That's his. Yeah.
But still,
it's nuts that quickly went 0 for 5.
That's why I feel like Brunson had such a larger game than he did, is because Quickly's impact wasn't as much. So when Brunson got those buckets down the stretch, it felt so much more loud because just the guard production.
He shot 24 times. Randall was 7 for 20.
I mean, first game back, give him a little pass.
Yeah, it's the first game. We give him a pass on that.
He started off pretty solid, but it slowed down.
Yeah. No, I give him a pass on that. I definitely give him a pass.
What we got on Cleveland?
Donovan's going to have to keep that scoring up.
Yeah. I got my questions.
That boy shot the ball 30 times to get 38 points. That's going to be a problem.
Once again, we're back to the question of who is the 5th man in the rotation for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yep. Yeah, you said it before, right? Okoro, right? It's not the guy.
He can play defense, but
Okoro's not. You right?
The teams aren't going to respect the shot. Karras
is just buns.
It's a disappointment. Just a disappointment.
Karras experience is always interesting because it's either like
we need to stop. We need to stop the experiment.
He's just like,
bro, we need to stop this experiment. Like, it's over with. Like, we have to stop putting so much into Karras LeVert now. Like, I don't know when we're gonna stop, but it's time to.
It's the flashes, man.
But
like, I can still see him ending up on some team being like third guard, coming off the bench, and might Jeff Green his way into the rest of his career. But like, he's not the guy.
No, he needs to like go somewhere and just chill. He cannot be like your sixth man off the bench no more. Like, them days are over.
Okay, I feel right now. Smoked a wide open layup and he came off.
Man, I don't know. What you gonna do? Put Danny Green out there?
Nah. No.
Like, I don't know. I don't know what.
Next question.
I think Cleveland can still win this series. I don't think whoever does win this series, I don't think they're going to the East Conference Finals. They're not now. But let me. Giannis should be cool, but they're not beating. Neither one of these teams beating Milwaukee in a 7-game series.
Healthy Milwaukee, I don't think so.
No, hell no. So they don't have to.
I want to keep my eyes on Garland too, because they actually kept him pretty quiet.
They did.
He couldn't get up as many shots as he wanted.
He was getting some looks when he wanted to, but he was kind of quiet.
I'm guessing they just kind of expected we're not going to shut down Mitchell. Let's try to do our best on Garland. Fight is going to hit pull-up threes off the dribble.
16 threes, bro.
Like, some of those shots in the fourth quarter, late game, were just like, you can't do anything with that.
Bro, he shot 16 threes. I would never thought in life that I would see Donovan Mitchell shoot that many threes. His box scores
are crazy.
They are.
He gets them up.
He does get them up.
I respect it.
I respect it too.
He's gonna have to.
Yeah, I don't know, because look, there's nobody else. You got Dean Wade, Ricky Rubio. This is awful. I don't really like this. When you read this shit off and look at it, it's like, this is how are they the 4th seed?
You can't dig too much into the benches, but like some of these secondary pieces are a little concerning.
That bench is not good. That bench is not good at all.
Rubio's running that second unit into the ground.
Man, I'm not. Yeah, it's not looking. I don't know. They can still win this series.
I know Rubio was coming off an injury, but still,
it's
not the piece. Like you said, the secondary support is not there for Cleveland.
No, it's not.
I still think they can win this series too.
Yeah. I still think they can win the series. Neither one of these teams is going to no finals or doing anything like that. I don't see. Strange things have happened, but I don't see that happening. But y'all get anything else about this game?
I don't know. I'm just interested to keep an eye on the series. It might not be like the most exciting, but I think it'll be fun to kind of break down because it's kind of obvious what you kind of got with both teams, which I like.
For sure. All right, we can move on to the most exciting game. It might have been the most exciting over the weekend, maybe. No, Saturday for sure. But what y'all got? What y'all got about these Warriors and these Kings? Hey,
it's gonna be a series, man.
We had high expectations,
yes,
and they met it.
They met them. They met it and some.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, "Hey, make this go 30 games."
Bro, that shit was amazing. At one point, I was like, "Damn, is this game one speed too much for them?" And then they turned the fuck up in the fourth quarter. Like,
shout outs to the bench unit. Everyone off the bench did their thing. I never thought I'd be seeing positive Alex Len minutes in a playoff game. He seems like a guy. He seems like a guy, especially in a Golden State series, that would not be seeing the floor, and he did what he needed to do.
Yep.
Trey Lyles spaces the floor. He hit his shots.
Absolutely.
Trey Lyles, another guy who I just
getting busy.
Tell where he was going to end up in his career, but that 3-point shot settled in, found himself a nice little roll. Props to him.
Malik Monk did his thing, got to the line. He had a really quiet, obviously Fox is going to get all the attention with his big playoff performance. I believe that was his first career playoff game. Oh, no shit, it is.
Because he didn't make it to the playoff with the Lakers, right?
No, I'm talking about Fox.
Oh, okay.
Shit, it might have been Malik's too.
I think it might have been Malik's first.
But Fox showing out, doing his thing down the stretch is always fun to see. That was just consistent.
Hoping, bro. Hey, let me tell you something. At one play, he put Clay in a fucking blender. Bro, Clay didn't know what the fuck to do. He couldn't guard him. This is not Clay from 2015 guarding Fox, bro. He cannot guard that man. Yeah.
That floater is special.
No, he can't guard that man. So
honestly, his whole offensive game is just come around. I know everyone said he's gonna be quick. Jump shot was questionable coming out of college, but he's put it together. And is he the best point guard in that draft? He went before, or he went after Lonzo? You know, that was a little rivalry going on. But
oh yeah, because they had beat him in the damn tournament.
Those games were fun. They had a fun regular season game too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was one of those earlier kind of like fall time ones that they have with all the big schools.
Yeah,
that was a really good game.
No, yeah. I think I like that beginning season tournament type thing. Yeah, showcase. Yeah.
But the thing with De'Aaron is like the jumper is formidable. It's kind of like a Josh situation. The jumper is good enough to where you have to respect it. You're obviously going to be going under screens because he's quick as hell. But like the dribble pull-up midi, the patience, the floater.
That's the key. The patience he has.
The patience.
Having that pull-up midi is just vital when you want to take that next step. Is that kind of archetype, it seems.
I didn't realize Monk shot 14 free throws, had 32 points on 13 shot attempts. He made all 14 of his free throws. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Yeah, where was that last year?
The Lakers, that's the Lakers.
I was always a big Malik Monk guy. I love that Kentucky team. That was a fun team.
They wanted him back,
that was
too.
A fun
they just had the money for him.
Yeah.
Malik Monk and Melo got on the Lakers a little bit like a year or two too early.
His kind of style and his kind of chaotic energy seems to fit this Kings team really well, too. Because
this is what they need.
He's kind of all over the place, spark plug.
Yes, that's what they needed.
And you get the movement shooting with Herder to kind of balance it out. Herder was off a little bit, so Monk just comes out, does his thing.
Yo, I might heard the Kevin Herder curse. I watched the All-Star weekend. I was pulling for him. He didn't do so well. I was watching yesterday or the other day. Herder. I might be cursing the man.
Hey, the thing about him though is if you have the threat to be a movement shooter in the NBA, it's going to open up so much for your team.
That's the thing.
Yeah, he going to still get it going. You still going to respect that shit.
Those handoffs, they're going to be flying around screens.
Like you got to respect her. You still got to respect him regardless.
He can play. I like his handles a little bit.
What y'all got on Sabonis' game? It was a weird one.
It was
a weird one.
What's he doing right now as we're recording? I don't even know. I think they're winning at halftime. I think they're winning. The Kings are.
Yeah, they're up 6 right now. He's got 12 points. Monk's got 11.
Shit, he had 12 the whole last game. Bro, they have 41 in the second quarter.
The Avalanche.
Yo. Oh, my God, bro.
I still think he can be viable in this series because
very much so.
The playmaking, they run those handoffs like they do, the Mike Brown kind of thing from the Draymond. It's just like it's similar to the Draymond role with a little more offensive freedom.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
The handoffs.
Bogut. It's kind of like a Bogut role.
Yes.
Except just more capable on the offensive end.
Using your body to move them out the way a little bit, deter the defenders. And then you got the shooting talent or Fox whipping around a screen. Like, you got to go under that.
So, I got some matchup problems, man.
You know, it is. I feel like the Warriors can't fuck around. Like, they have to be at the top of their game every game because if they're not, this series can end early than what people wanted to. They have, even at home, they're impossible to beat at home. But against this team, matchups, like y'all say, matchups are important in the playoffs. And the Warriors cannot fuck around with this team at all.
Even if it's 1-1, I still think you have that pressure when you have your 2 games at home. You're going to go back to Sacramento again. Regardless of how, as we record this game, like, whatever the result is, those 2 games for the Warriors at home are just vital.
Yeah.
Straight up.
They have to, because they're so bad on the road. I don't give a damn just because of the playoffs. Being bad on the road for a whole season and not just a few weeks, that is telling. That shit is not going to change in the playoffs. I just don't see it. I know it's the Warriors. I know they've been in all type of battles. I know they have. I just don't see how your bad road woes change because it went from NBA regular season to the playoffs. Like they have to damn near be perfect at home. They can't lose a game. Yeah, they have to be perfect. They can't lose a game at home.
The Kings are, the number 3 team for a reason.
Yes.
And
they've been like that all season. For a reason. This ain't no fluke no more. There's no fluke.
The Warriors, let's say their offense is cooking. One quarter with turnovers, bad defense. The Kings make some shots. They're back in it, just like
back in. That's what happened in Game 1. Like I thought the Warriors was going to take control, and then
that Trey Lyles lineup that they plugged in, that was space in the floor, and they did the same thing. So we played the Kings, I think, 4 times this year. We beat them 3 times, lost 1 game in overtime. I think Sabonis, it was an overtime game, yeah. So Sabonis fouled out, so pretty similar to like the situation here, just not playing well. They bring Trey Lyles in, and Rudy was helping on every single De'Aaron, Malik Monk little drive. Trey Lyles is wide open, so like they have
every time, and he was cashing that shit too.
Having that no problem. Like, I can't remember if I was talking to you guys about this, but like I like sometimes when teams have like a backup that is similar archetype to the player.
It helps
plug and play.
It helps everything. Plug and play. It helps everything.
But at the same time, like having a traditional big to a traditional big, but also if you could have a guy that could stretch off the bench where you could have a little more flexibility for situations like this. Like it doesn't even have to be anyone crazy. Like Trey Lyles is by no means like a top tier role player, but just someone that can do their job and can give you a different look.
No, I'm with you.
Open up so much.
I'm with that because you don't have to change your offense a lot. Like sometimes people go to their bench and they whole identity got to change because it's not the same with like the backup. So I'm with that help because imagine if Sabonis was having a bad game and the center that come off the bench is like a Mitchell Robinson, they're probably getting ran off the floor.
I mean, even if they didn't have Lyles, they'd be going to Rashawn Holmes, who often forget is even on their team.
Yeah.
And Alex Len.
Yes. So the Warriors will be running them boys off the court, but
that's the fun thing about the playoffs is like those first couple games, especially in series, you really see who's going to be playing the rest of the series, who's getting cut out from the rotation. I mean, it can change all the next series too.
Oh yeah, definitely can. Like matchups. Yep. No, for real. This game literally did everything for Saturday night to close the first day of the playoffs. It was just like the whole world just cannot believe what the fuck just happened. 126 to 123.
There's some of these games too where it's like you're sitting there and you kind of got on the background and you're getting some stuff done. It's no, that shit wasn't slate.
You was locked in on that one. That shit wasn't no background noise. Locked in. You weren't missing shit. You wasn't changing the channel if it go to the commercial. You made sure you saw every minute of this shit when you started watching it. Like that shit was amazing. I'm kind of salty this shit's even going on right now while we're recording.
Hey, okay.
I didn't turn it on because I knew I'd be distracted. I would be so distracted. So I'll watch the replay. I know you got it on. I see the TV and shit flashing off your wall and shit. I know you got.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. A white wall lighting up purple.
Yeah, like I already know. I knew you was watching, but it's all good shit. Somebody is keeping us up to date.
Kind of what we were saying about game 1's happening in game 2. Warriors made a lot of turnovers. Kings had some easy buckets. It was close, but they up 6 right now going into the second half. Low momentum.
Get slow back in.
You know along with before we move on from this game, from this game 1, One thing about the Warriors, I've seen people talk about, but it don't get talked about enough because they've won they've been to 6. Yeah, they lost twice to LeBron and then Toronto. Yeah, but they've always been a high turnover ass team. But now these motherfuckers are older and they can't make up for that shit no more like that. Like they gotta be perfect. They're older now. When they was turning the ball over like crazy in them finals, they would do stupid shit, but they can just turn this shit up. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna be able to keep doing it like that. They can't afford dumb turnovers and make up for it. So if they don't turn that shit down, it's gonna be a game where matter of fact, game 1 was kind of like that. Sacramento got hit in the mouth and they responded pretty damn well. I can't wait to see how they're gonna be when they get hit in the mouth in San Francisco, because it's gonna happen.
We're gonna get some crazy.
Third quarter blitz is gonna happen.
We're gonna get some crazy 45+ game from Curry or Clay or
like it's gonna be tested.
11-3 some game.
It's gonna be tested. It's gonna be tested. Like fuck, what we gonna do? How we gonna stop this shit? So I can't wait to see that. But before we move on, y'all got any more thoughts about this game 1?
Let's dive into Sunday.
Y'all ready? Well, what was who was
Lakers Grizzlies?
Lakers Grizzlies. That's right. I didn't get to see a lot of this game. I didn't even have time today to even rewatch it. I seen highlights. I know the gist of what happened, but I know y'all got to see all of it, majority of it, probably all of it.
I watched all of it.
All of it. What was y'all takeaway from game 1? I know game 1s are important, but you can't always put so much into them. But it's like a fill out game. But how'd y'all feel about this game 1?
I mean, personally, got to call this one an outlier. You're not going to get many nights where Brown's the 4th leading scorer on the team, even at 21.
No.
You know, Rui, which we all know, that's not going to happen again. And if it does, it's another miracle game for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. Hopefully they can pull that one out, but we're not going to see that again.
No.
So game 1, good dub by the Lakers. Mm-hmm. It was a good fight up until the end. Even after Ja went out, they were still coming back. Still a good game. Triple J is crazy. As goofy as Jonah knows, as goofy as it looks.
Yeah.
The man can hoop.
He can hoop.
Both ends of the court.
And now he's the defensive player of the year now. He got that award today. Shout out to him. But it just sucks that he has no backup. But like, if he's having an off game or he gets in foul trouble, because he knows that can't happen. You don't have Brandon.
2 guys in one position group is just tough for anyone.
Yeah. No,
Ja injury aside, like, even with him, it was still going to be a big X factor with. I mean, we saw that a lot. Like, there's a lot of possessions. I think it was the first half. We didn't see as much later on, but AD was getting active on tip-ins and stuff. Rui was getting active on tip-ins. Vando's flying. I mean, Vando only had 1, but he's going to be running in there with a full head of steam on every single opportunity.
Every single time.
I think Austin Reeves is for sure. Like, everyone's – if you go on socials, obviously you're going to see a lot of Austin Reeves stuff. But, like, I did not expect him to be the one closing the game out with his jump shots, shot creation. Like
Brown willfully just passed up the ball.
That man, somebody called him Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, bro.
Oh, hell no. I didn't see that.
I love Twitter, bro. People take Twitter way too serious. I love Twitter.
It's the best and worst place to be.
Oh my God, bro. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, bro.
This man was doing it from all facets, bro. He was catching, shooting shots. He was creating off the dribble.
No, he can hoop, man. This ain't like no fluke. He can hoop.
I'm really interested to see. Looking far ahead, but it's going to be interesting to see what his market value is going to be looking like. Obviously, being a free agent.
Oh yeah,
because it's just kind of a player that a lot of teams could need in a secondary ball handler. Can do a lot of things, draws fouls a lot. AD did this thing too. Was one of AD's better defensive games.
When AD is locked in on defense, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, we had 5 in the first half.
Yeah, 7 blocks, pops on the score sheet, but his defensive impact felt even more than that. Just impacted shots, staying on the floor. And he was kind of, I don't know who he was matching up. I think he was kind of in the roamer role because he was not on Jaren. LeBron was getting more than Jaren looks.
How the fuck has AD never, ever? I don't even think he came in second place. If he has, correct me if I'm wrong, but how he ain't never won the Defensive Player of the Year? That is so insane.
I want to say consistency.
Yeah, availability.
Oh, okay.
For sure, availability. I mean, even this season, we'd see stints where, I mean, that's kind of the state of his play all year. He'd be a top 5 player in the game for 2 weeks, and then he'd go back to shooting 4 for 13.
That is true.
You wonder where he went. So, I mean, they're getting the right AD at the perfect time. He's my X factor for this series because.
Oh, he should be matter of fact, he should be your X factor for the rest of the playoffs.
He should be.
I feel because Bron gonna be Bron, but if AD is playing like if he's AD, it's hard to beat them. Like it just is what it is. Like it ain't even like being like a Laker fan or a Bron fan or whoever people are. It's just like that's just the way it is. If AD is being AD, it's hard. It's tough. How many teams got somebody match up against him?
A few.
I mean, even like those midi looks that he has such a high release on him. Even if you get your hand in his face, near the ball, like he can still knock those down.
Yeah.
Yes, when he's aggressive and he really is hooping like we know he can, it's gonna be fun. I just know if the Lakers win Game 2, which I know things can happen, but that's too much. If Ja don't play, I can't
I think if Ja misses more than one game, it's pretty much a wrap.
Oh, it's a sweep.
Yeah,
it's a sweep, bro. Because I can't see if they come out and say he's definitely not playing. I can't. First of all, Bron gonna have these boys ready, but I can't see Bron gonna let it be known. Like, listen, we cannot squander this shit. We cannot go back to LA 1-1. They gotta win. They gotta win the second game, especially if Ja don't play. You have to win.
Expecting Ja doesn't play, I think they get Game 2. I think Tyus Jones is a solid backup. We've all seen that. They were talking about it during the game, too.
Yeah.
Also a Duke guy, props. But I think the Grizzlies could, have a team win at least one during this series.
Okay, it wouldn't shock me. I can give him that. But 5. If Ja can't go to the series, it's over in 5.
5, yeah, 5.
I want
over in 5. I cannot see it go more than that at all. I said 6 with Ja.
The only thing I look forward to with that is like we saw they're trying to force Dylan Brooks' hand. He couldn't hit anything. Bane was doing his thing here and there, but like Jaren was legitimately getting his shots off the dribble, which was
he shot the ball 21 times.
21 times for 31. Like
3 free throws.
When Ja came off the floor and it was still relatively close, we're like, okay, someone has to create here. And it can't be Bane. Like someone has to. And I've seen a lot of people talking about Jaren lately. I've always been skeptical on his shot creation and his shot in general, just because it's
ugly.
Mechanically, it's weird.
Yeah, his whole offensive game was sketchy to me coming out of college. Like, never saw this for him. Maybe
even his
12 to 15 points per game type of guy.
His shooting was just inconsistent too. But like, he was legitimately hitting drop steps on LeBron, and I can't remember who was guarding him in some of these positions in the like third and fourth, but he was just simple moves to get to his spots and hit little runners and stuff.
It really was. They were hitting him, and he was one dribble move bucket.
Yeah, no, he's definitely getting better.
Easy looks.
He's definitely getting better. One thing I do think Bron needs to get, he need to get these stupid ass turnovers, and his passing haven't been the best. I think he need to get that tightened up, but
I want to say in the Wolves game, I want to say 2 of the turnovers late in the game. I know one was the Taurean Prince play, I think.
Yep.
There was 2.
He got like out hustle for that. He did not come to the ball he probably was tired, like whatever, but it was just like you don't expect to see that shit from Bron.
Another part of Bron You know, he is getting up there in age. Minutes are up. But you can see on the defensive end, there's some lapses where even in the Minnesota game, you could see Prince was wide open. You could just Bronze in the paint helping, just pointing out, oh, my bad. He's doing the last game too.
I will say his help defense in this game especially was super strong. He had like 3 chase down blocks.
He did. No, he
did. He's gonna get that up there.
He's just not that. You know, remember Brian? I'm still fucking mad that he ain't got a defensive player of the year. Gave that shit to Marc Gasol. But
Marc Gasol.
Who wasn't even he didn't even make the all defensive
third
team.
He made the third team.
That's even worse. He made one and it was the third one. Like, come on, man. But anyways, Brian can't. Right. I had to say that Brian, he's not locking people down like that no more. Like full game. And remember, like, bro, he was different. That dude will lock you down literally. He would literally lock somebody down and still score 30 plus and have a triple double damn near. I don't understand.
Top of those lapses is like some possessions, like he'll just kind of turn and let his guy go live a little bit.
It's like we're not used to seeing this shit from him. Like, damn, he is getting older, bro. Like he can't do that. He got to pick his spots for real. Like
the thing with him,
he's taking a playoff now.
Yeah,
the thing with him coming off
he definitely taking a playoff.
Him coming off an injury, you can give it a little bit of slack, but like. I just think we're so used to like big time playoff performances. Like if he doesn't have a 40+ game this playoffs, I would not be surprised one bit. But you can still make like statistically 21, 11, 5, 50% from the field. He was able to knock down a couple threes. So
2 steals, 3 blocks.
I did see a Nick Wright stat. He is the oldest. Yeah, I know. Real specific.
I already see he already got his Lakers in 6 in the finals down.
Yeah, he had. There's 3 players to hit 20, 10, 5, 2, and 3 in the playoffs. Jordan and Akeem were both like 34, and then Bron at 38. And I'm like, Nick Wright, like, I appreciate you, but damn.
I do think this type of stats is, bro.
That's the Thad Young stat right there.
Deep dive. It's a deep dive.
I saw some shit from what's his name? What's the dude name? What's his name? Mike Trout just did something over the weekend where
baseball stats are crazy.
He was like
nobody's done this since 1879.
He was like the third player. He was like the third player by the time he was 31 to hit 200 doubles and do this. Like by the time he was 31, it was like 3 of them. It was like him, Bonds, and somebody else. Like what? Like
y'all ever
baseball dude got the worst ones. Baseball would pick the fuck out of some stats.
You ever seen the Shohei one? The infamous Shohei.
Shohei do got some nuts ones, bro.
Every time I see an Angels highlight, it's like Mike Trout hit 3 homers, raised his average to 528, while Shohei Ohtani did something that hasn't been done since Tungsteam Arm O'Doyle of the 1921 Akron Groomsmen.
Yes, bro.
And the Tigers still defeated the Angels.
Yes, bro. It do be like that. It definitely be like that. Baseball will cherry pick the fuck out of
the
some
most
stats,
crazy
bro.
names you've ever heard.
You be like, what? Huh? Bro, I'll be so confused. But I don't want to keep going because I can talk about that shit all day. That shit just be funny. If y'all don't come, hold on. I did see, Zoe, you're not feeling the Troy Brown Jr. Minutes, are you? You said that in the group chat. Get your shit off. Get your shit off real quick. Get your shit off.
Saw him enough as a bull, personally.
Yeah.
I forgot he was even a bull.
He was a fucking bull.
He seems like he's been in the league a lot longer than like 5 years.
Yes, it does seem like it.
It feels like it.
Yeah,
it's
it
the
does.
Washington years.
Yep.
But like, is Lonnie Walker really that bad? I don't think so. I would rather give my minutes to him, but
yeah, let Lonnie cook, bro. Let Lonnie cook. What'd you say?
Hold up. Yeah, Troy Brown, 17 minutes. I cut that to 6 to 8.
Yeah, what did he have? He had 3 points. He shot the ball 4 times.
Like
he shows the effort.
The shot's always been suspect, even if the percentage looks up a little bit. I'm not trusting it, maybe because I saw it too much.
No, facts.
He got Darvin Ham talk.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that man puts enable all for computer to make all decisions.
It's the 2K lineup when you're simming and you look at it, you're like, why is Vando, AD, and Troy Brown and Schroeder playing together? What are we doing?
That is what he does, bro, all game.
Why is Tristan Thompson on the floor with AD and Vando?
Yes, it's always he do something.
Tristan Thompson on the roster.
Tristan Thompson's on my reserves.
Wild.
How'd he get in?
I cannot believe they did that. I can't believe they did that shit, bro. I'm so shocked. But
get Boogie Cousins a deal.
Hey, Boogie Cousins said,
"Oh my God,
get him a deal." Okay,
that man
shout out to your confidence.
That man now said he's the third best center in the league right now. Well, I'm not even gonna keep going with that. I just want to leave that out there for anybody who didn't know he said that. I'm not even gonna talk more about it. I just need to let y'all know he said that shit on the KG show. Anyways, we're gonna move on to Heat Bucks. Listen, Giannis got hurt.
I'll give you my keys of the game for anyone that didn't watch. Giannis got hurt.
Yep.
The Heat hit their threes. The Bucks did not hit their threes.
Correct.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. I don't have too much. When you get an injury like that, and it was early too. It was early enough. It was early enough in the game for us like, oh, that shit mattered. This really changed the outcome of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he got hurt in the fourth and they was blowing the Heat out of some shit. It happened early enough to the point where the Bucks wasn't going to be able to keep up with that shit.
Nah, they took a little hit,
Yeah, it was like, fuck.
Get that initial reaction out the way. Yeah.
He played 10 minutes. He played 10 minutes, bro.
They still going to bounce back.
They hung up, but the Heat just kept hitting their threes.
Yeah.
And they couldn't.
That gave them kind of like a burst because Jimmy ain't going to go always. He shot the ball 27 times, 15 for 27.
Yo, they said game one
three-pointer, and he missed it.
Game one, Jimmy goes off.
Yeah, he does. He does every time. The Bucks actually could have lost this game with Giannis playing because the Heat do play good in game ones. It's the rest of them games. You never know what's going to happen with the Heat. You never know. But I don't like this Heat team. This is probably one of my least favorite Coach Spo teams ever. Like, this team is just not – they don't shoot well. This Sunday was just like a moment. I don't really think because look, they didn't look good against the Hawks. They didn't look good against the Bulls. The Bulls was just bad. The Bulls were just worse than them. That's all. That's all that was.
And losing Hero now, like that's 20 points gone.
That was such a weird injury. Such a weird injury.
What do you like?
And he put a shot up with a broken hand.
Yeah, that's
I didn't see what happened. What did he do?
So
he was diving for the ball.
Dove for the ball. Stayed in the game.
He had no chance.
He went off to the tunnel, and I don't think it was a dead ball, so he had to run back on the floor. And he was sitting in the corner, holding his hand. Clearly, they're sagging off him, and they throw it to him in the corner when the shot clock is ticking, and he had to put up a shot.
Those highlights. When Giannis got hurt, when he got hurt so early, because Zoe, you put it in the group chat because I wasn't watching yet. But when you said that, it was like a turnoff at that point. Like, I don't even watch this shit, but I do think the Bucks. They said he should be good to go. It's like a pain tolerance thing for Giannis. Knowing Giannis ain't missing game two. If he can deal with the pain, he's not missing game two.
He'll play.
Yeah, if he can deal with that pain, he's not gonna miss it.
I can't find the tweet, but I saw something along the lines of Coach Bud as a Milwaukee Buck is not as a coach in general in game ones has a less than 500 record, and he's more likely to win a series after losing game one.
And they do lose game one a lot because shit, who they lose? They lost game ones a few times being a top seed. I believe. I mean, they lost that game one against the Heat in the bubble, and the Heat ended up winning that series, of course, but. They lost that.
Who won in the finals that game one? Was it Phoenix?
Phoenix was up
I think 2-1. It was Phoenix, right?
Yeah, Phoenix. They won the first two games of the series.
And then the Bucks took the last three
and got busy. I don't know how too much about this series. I think the Heat's still gonna lose this shit. If Giannis come back and if he Giannis, they gonna lose. They gonna win this shit in 5.
Even if, he's on a minute restriction, 25 minutes, them losing Hero, they don't have enough firepower to step that up.
Duncan Penderhughes ain't going to do it.
Duncan Penderhughes.
Shout out to that's from Class Act. If y'all ain't never seen Class Act, that's Duncan Penderhughes.
Jonah, that one. Hey, if you don't know Class Act, you too young for
Go watch Class Act. It's a funny fucking movie with Kid and Play. Oh my
classic,
god,
man. That's a classic.
But Duncan getting minutes and shit now.
2 movies, bro.
Huh? So what do you say?
I didn't know they got like more than like 2 movies, bro.
Yeah, like look, they got all the house party movies for us. They got 3 of those.
How many damn house parties are there?
Well, for them it's 3. It's them.
No,
3.
they have 4.
Well, they in the fourth one?
4. Yeah, I didn't watch it.
They can fuck around and put a reboot out.
Oh my god, they did. It's a reboot out. Brian made it, but it's not for Kid and Play though. Kid and Play not in it. I do want to check it out. It's on HBO Max. I do gotta watch.
It was decent. It was decent actually.
It was. I gotta check that shit out. But
I'm not trying to spoil nothing, but
yeah, please no. I'm gonna check. I'm still. Don't spoil it. You gotta spoil it. You gotta spoil it, though. I feel it coming. I feel it. Anytime somebody say I'm not gonna spoil it, they're gonna spoil it.
They're gonna spoil it
every time. They're gonna say something that they're like, "Damn, my bad." I felt it coming. I felt that shit. You know. But anyway, I have nothing else to say about this series. I think it's over regardless of what, like you said, the hero. Maybe they could have got a couple games with Hero not breaking his hand, but nah, it's over with for them. Who was the next? It was the Clippers and the fucking Suns.
I'm gonna kick this one off.
Go. Hey, Jonah, you right. Anytime the Clippers are involved, Zoe got his gun ready.
Yeah, he got his time to talk, man. He's standing up to the pedestal.
Yes, go ahead.
Tapping his notes on the damn.
You're right. He said, Go ahead.
Adjusting his damn tie, ready to talk.
Hey, the gun is on safety and holster today. I gotta give props to Kawhi. That man came out playoff ready. I can't say nothing negative about that game for him.
Listen.
And props to Ty Lue as well. Just a great coach in that one.
Bro.
I got a stat for y'all.
Go ahead.
About Kawhi. So, if it wants to load. According to Second Spectrum, all of Kawhi's 24 field goals attempted were contested, and 16 were not assisted by a teammate. His shot quality, so pretty much like the average of what the percentage of shots would go in from just anyone taking those shots was 39%, and he shot 60% from those.
A fucking robot, bro.
Bro, I'm going to tell you something.
He downloaded his new software.
He did. Let me tell you something. Kawhi sent a message to KD and Devin Booker in that fourth quarter, basically saying, I don't have my sidekick, and I'm better than both of y'all, motherfuckers. That is what Kawhi did, bro.
Him stepping up a notch in the playoffs.
38 points, bro.
Man,
he shot
his playoff ability to rise.
Yes. Go ahead, Jonah. Go ahead. Get your shit up. I know you're finna get one up on us. Go ahead.
It's just like how he was getting the buckets. I want to point towards the playmaking too with him because he was setting up. Even if people weren't hitting the shots, he was getting some passes off to whenever any sort of pressure was coming. That was their best style of creation, was him get a bucket or him find someone else.
Mm-hmm. Bro, the man was efficient. You can't get more efficient than this. He was 90% from the free throw line, 60% from the 3 on 5 attempts, and 54 from the field on 24 attempts. Bro.
This is a good game.
On the road without Paul George. And who else was scoring? Nobody else had 20 points on the Clippers. Eric Gordon had 19, so I guess you can give him.
Hey, shout out to Big Zoo.
Yep, Zubac was doing his thing.
Big Zubac
15 fucking rebounds, bro.
He just
had 12 points.
Exactly. That's it.
That hook shot is money if he needs it at the post.
Yo, bro.
Can we talk about Russell Westbrook having the greatest 3 for 19 game I've ever seen in my life?
I've ever seen.
This has been blowing me. Like, I get
I've ever seen.
That he had a couple good plays. That play at the end to lock it up while Booker's running his mouth. I get it. But Jonah's right. 3 for 19, and these motherfuckers were gassing it up everywhere.
They were.
Hey,
they did. They did gas it up, but he was hooping.
He was. It looked great.
But that's bad. The Suns definitely should have won this game. I ain't gonna lie. The Suns definitely should have won this shit. But Kawhi punked KD and Booker, bro. Punked him.
But the thing with
Punch him in the mouth.
My thing with Russ is it felt like 3 different games for him. Because in the start, I'm like, okay, he's attacking hard, kicking out to the corners. He was already active on defense regardless. He got a lot of the KD matchups, and he was getting his hand on the ball a lot and handoffs on pull-ups, stuff like that. It looked like I was talking to someone. They said, look, he drank 4 Red Bulls before the game. He was running around like crazy.
Amped,
bro.
Anytime he plays KD, especially in the playoffs.
Yeah, you already know.
Flying around.
You know what? I didn't even think I didn't even think about that storyline.
It seems so
KD.
far back.
I didn't even think about that shit until y'all just say that shit right now. I know I just seen the game. I know Russ was on the court. I know KD on the court, but I never even thought about that storyline. Russ is gonna be amped up because KD on the other side. Period. Even though Russ don't give a fuck how old that shit is.
But they weren't talking for a while, and it was so amped up.
Yeah, it was just. I forgot about this shit.
KD and OKC game.
Oh my god, bro! They was talking crazy.
That Saturday night was great. That was great TV.
I was so glad the NBA added the Saturday night games in the regular season because that just changed. That gives a whole nother element to NBA basketball. Because them Saturday nights we have good matchups for them games. I will say, outside of time, people would do load management and shit.
The little Spurs move.
You should not be able to load manage on big prime time games. You should not be able to do that shit. But we're not gonna go about that.
That's what League Pass for.
Yeah, this is this is true. This is why we're talking about the playoffs. I don't want to talk about that. Get mad, but I want to talk about KD only shot the ball 15 times, but Kawhi had that motherfucker in jail.
Let me go look by the playback.
Yo,
Kawhi had KD in jail, and Russ had Booker just confused. Booker didn't know what to do. Well, I'm gonna tell you something about Booker. When you be all up in his ass, that video of him getting mad about the double teams in the summer, that was telling. That is
Devin Booker.
That was telling, bro. That was telling. Because once you start getting up in his ass on defense, he is bothered. If you is at him, if you agitate him,
you got to get in his little bubble.
Yeah, once you start doing that, he not getting calls. He never was no. First of all, you have to drive to the hole to be getting calls. You're just not gonna be getting calls just because. Do people not understand that how calls are calls?
He makes enough middies to where it's I'm fine with his shot diet, but if you want to get more fouls, you're simply not going to get as many foul calls on jumpers.
You're not. That's just not going to happen. Yeah, you're not doing that, bro. You're not getting that. You know what I'm saying? But that's one thing about Devin Booker. You saw it so much. You saw it in the finals against Milwaukee. You saw it last year when they was just that talking, and if he's not up, he's a front runner. He leads the front running lineup, in my opinion. When he's up, he's talking, he's jawing. When he is down, how many times do you see a game that's oh shit, Devin Booker brought them back? When do you see that? You rarely see it.
I feel like he's not he's more of a full game performer rather than a spurt guy.
He is,
he'll get you 6 to 8 a quarter.
But I feel like a lot of that's just the nature of kind of the Suns. I
guess so. I'm just, I've never always been a big fan of Booker.
It looks nice. He's a pure scorer.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna take nothing from him. He can score, but just when it comes to I know it's only game 1, but it's just. It's telling with him sometimes, and then going from him, then you got DeAndre Ayton.
I was just gonna say, since you're talking your frustrations, I want to talk my frustrations.
Go ahead. I ain't gonna take that from you because I'm mad as fuck about Ayton too. But go ahead. $30 million a year for what?
You look at his stat sheet and you see 18 and 8, and that's what he does. But then you watch him play, and it's always been he has a big frame, and he's always moving away from the basket. He had one play where he caught a dump-off pass from someone, fumbled the pass, went up again, got blocked, caught it off the block shot, put up a hook shot, nowhere close. His jumper is just his midi is so flat. It's always been like that, and he dabbled into some threes a little bit, but like even his midi still needs that work with that.
Awful, bro.
His rim protection is going to be so important in this series, and with how far Phoenix wants to go, they need his rim protection to be good. And the damn rebounding.
Rebound the fucking ball. It's the playoffs. God damn.
Where Russ was running around like a chicken with his head cut off, getting every offensive rebound or deflecting it off at someone on the Suns.
What is happening? Bro, in the last minute, they had a chance to have the ball for the last position to win the game. You can feel so confident, bro. We need one basket. We got KD and Booker on our team. I feel like we can get one basket to win this game, a right shot. You got Kevin Durant. You could probably make this happen. This man could not get a rebound. Why are you getting paid $30 million a year? I never want to take money out of nobody's pocket. I never do. I never want to say no one deserved. But when
it's just one of those situations where
they folded and gave him the max. But that's why I believe all three of us was feeling the same way about him getting the max. It was like
it's that tricky situation where you can kind of point to like the Jordan Poole one or like Wiggins with the Wolves back in the day. Like you just had to give him that money to keep a guy around because you just had to take that little lottery ticket because you're young enough where you can still trade him off later, but it's still not going to look like Otto Porter Jr. got his rookie extension and he never accounted much.
Because like, and then I'm a firm believer on. I'm okay with getting rid of like if you want to change coaches. I'm with you if you want to change certain players on your roster, but you can't just change coaches or players for just because. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the Bulls. We'll talk about them later, but Vooch. Okay, you don't want Vooch back. Who the fuck you bringing in? You know what I'm saying?
Nobody. Like,
who are you bringing in? Like, you're not giving Vooch this money. You don't want him back, but what center are you bringing into the Bulls? So I feel like the Suns was in that position. Like, we're stuck. We have to give him this money because if we don't, and he goes somewhere, who the fuck gonna be our center?
Biombo.
Who's gonna give you more than what he's doing? You know what I'm saying?
They tried to shop him around, still couldn't find anything.
Yeah, because he's not consistent enough for somebody to be like, I trade. You know what I'm saying? That's a big risk.
In a sign and trade, you got to get some money back, and it's hard to find a player that's still going to be low enough value for it to be sign and trade value, but enough to where you're like, hey, this would be a good fit for our team.
Yep.
So,
like, he'll give you 20 and 10, 20 and 12, but it's not all the time. And like I said, who are you going to find to replace to do 20 and 10?
And on top of like
in a center position, who you gonna find, bro?
Hey, Boogie Cousins need a deal. He's the third best center in the league.
Bro.
Zoe is definitely the receipt keeper. He don't.
I like Boogie Cousins. Yo.
Me too.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Not like Boogie too, but
if I was doing a 2K center,
he capping.
Yeah, he is.
He capping hard, bro. You're not that guy no more. Like after you tore his Achilles, that was a wrap.
Yeah.
And then his ACL, you got too many lower body injuries for a big man.
Can we talk about the rotations that Monty Williams was running and who he was deciding to match up with and who he was bringing off his bench? Because that confused me.
Yeah. Like Jock Landale got damn near 8 minutes. Why is Terrence Ross only getting 4 minutes?
He's a traffic cone.
If he's not scoring, that
is true. Yeah, he's like a black. It's like he's a black hole kind of, and that black hole ain't scoring. He can't play. That is true. I'll give y'all that. Okoji. Is that you just say his name? Am I saying his name right?
I've heard like 800 pronounced.
Okay, I'm gonna say Josh. We know. If I say Josh, we know who we talking right. Josh had almost 7 minutes. But like I said, he don't have no offense. This is the part people were scared about. The Suns bench.
The bench, top heavy.
Ooh, shit.
Is it even top heavy?
Man.
Like, it's just guys.
33, 39, 43.
Bro.
Landry Shamet at 24 off the bench. Everyone else was in single digits.
Yeah, because how many you're not gonna be able to give Chris Paul 38 minutes a game.
Nah, he's breaking down by the next series.
Yeah,
man.
bro. You can't 38 minutes for Chris Paul. The man had 7 points. Granted, he had 11 rebounds and 10 assists, which
He
is
still
nuts.
did his. I think it was still a solid Chris Paul game, but
It's a Chris Paul game.
Yeah,
at
but
this age,
38 minutes is a lot. I think it's a lot. I don't know if he can. You know, he break down fast. He get hurt.
Campaign was out this game too, so he'll be giving Campaign.
Oh yeah,
he can be wishy-washy, but give me
Yeah.
Campaign over half of these guys that they were playing minutes.
bro. Give me
they
T.J.
were
Warren.
giving-
T.J. Warren got a DMP. You got to try something. You're not going to be able to just use that. You're going to have to try something. You're going to have to because
I think
Kawhi
it's going to be.
Kawhi letting us know they on a
He
mission.
ain't playing around. He ain't playing around.
Kawhi is Kawhi again. Like Kawhi, he's back. He is back.
Came out hooping.
He is back.
It's scary for the league when Kawhi is hooping like that.
No,
So,
it is. If Kawhi is
wonder-
hooping and his team is actually good, like they're hooping
and
too. If Paul George was
in
playing,
this man, talk about this one going 7.
the Clippers could fuck around and win this shit. I think it'd have
We'll
been
see.
harder for all of us to pick this series if Paul George was going to be playing in the series healthy. It's going to be hard.
I might have just went with the Clippers on that.
Who you telling? You know I don't fuck with the Clippers like that, but
Nah, but
when Kawhi hooping like that, and then you got Paul George, you know what you're gonna get from the Clippers is gonna play hard regardless. That's the
Yo,
and you got Ty Lue at the
we
helm.
said it. We said
gonna
it. These
play
role
hard.
players. Eric Gordon. What do you have?
19
points for
Eric
Eric
Gordon
Gordon.
had a really solid game.
solid games.
Like-
Zubac 12, and we know Nicholas
That's
Batum.
right.
He can go off any game, have a crazy ass
I
second or
love
third
Terrence
quarter.
Mann. Terrence Mann does a little bit of everything.
He can go off. Mason Plumlee was a low key big pickup for them. Norman Powell, he had 14. You know he can get 25 easily in one game and win you a game. He can easily go stupid.
These role players.
Yep.
If they were hidden and PG was here, it'd be scary.
Scary.
It would be scary.
And don't.
I'm really
and
interested to see like the Suns' little bench guys, what they're gonna like. I was looking, I forgot Damian Lee was even on their team. He was a DMP. He played 74 games for them this year, shot 44 from 3.
Yeah, I was about to say he used to get tick. What's going on?
I'm interested to see how they shuffle around these bench options because I mean, no one really like stands out, but there's a lot of guys kind of in that same realm. So they really got to figure out like who they want to rock with.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It looks like the guys who got the DMPs, I would roll with them.
Oh,
Damian
yeah.
Lee,
Oh
Baisley.
yeah.
Like,
And then in the damn Clippers, I forgot Marcus Morris over there. He can still give you solid minutes if you need him to. Like the Clippers just have so many people to throw at Booker and KD. We're not saying you're gonna stop them dudes from scoring, but guess what? You can
But,
slow their
hey,
ass the
if-
fuck down.
yeah, Marcus Morris. Hey, go out there, 8 minutes. Just go play defense.
Yes, 8 minutes. Spot up, because you know he can still spot up shoot. Spot up shoot, play some defense, 8-10 minutes of that, easy. I take that all day long from him.
I like that from the Clippers, but it scares me where they try to like get too cute with it at times, and maybe you could go away from something that's working and try to
I
like,
will agree with you
plug
on that.
Rocco in or plug Marcus Morris in. Where I mean, I was
don't
even
need to.
mad at some points that Westbrook, like I think Westbrook had 5 straight possessions where he put a shot up, and I'm like, you have to go to Terrence Mann now.
Yeah,
And then
Westbrook
next
should
thing you
never-
know-
Westbrook should never. shoot
Next
the ball
thing you know,
19
Westbrook
times.
he gets an and one, and then he makes some defensive plays and gets boards, and I'm like,
That's
okay,
that's,
we're back.
that's your roller coaster of him. Like that is definitely what that is. Like, but he should never be shooting the ball 19 times. He
if they
should
bring
not
the
shoot
shots down a
another
little bit,
3-pointer.
bring the shot down, and I'm cool with him. Bring the shot attempts down.
19,
Like 12 shots.
6 threes is some nuts for Westbrook, bro.
Give me like 2.
He should not
He
have a
needs to-
green light. He should not have a green light for that. at all.
I get it. You're trying to fill Paul George's shoes. Someone's got to score, but
that's why you got
Kawhi had the hot hand.
Look, that's why you got Eric Gordon. Man. That's why you got Terrence Mann. That's why you got Norman Powell. Let them make up for that extra scoring. Sometimes Nicholas Batum, he gonna give you 10 one game. One game he gonna give you 10 or 12. It's gonna happen. That's just what he does.
A few threes.
Yeah,
that'll change the game.
Yeah, that's what he does. So this is gonna be exciting going forward because PG's not coming back, but I'm really excited. I want to see how the Suns are going to respond because KD only shot the ball 15 times. KD had to shoot more than 15 times, but
he only put the ball up I think he went 0 for his first 5 too. He started off pretty slow.
Kawhi did have that man in jail, so Kawhi is Kawhi. Kawhi's back on every part of basketball that made Kawhi. He is there. He is back. He gonna score. Whoever he's guarding, he is locking in on the fuck up or gonna make that shit difficult as hell. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be them role players is gonna really have to step up because of course Booker and KD will get their shit off. But
20, 25, whatever.
Yeah, that 30. But them players, all those guys gotta step up. And Chris Paul, yeah, he older, but he can't score 7. And DeAndre Ayton can't just score 18. He has to get mad. What do you have? 8 rebounds.
It's not even the scoring with him. It's just the impact for me.
Yeah, it's 8 rebounds?
Impact. Yeah, he's
8 rebounds, bro.
You got to have that impact. Like you said, you got to be big on the defensive end, those boards, but just your presence. Make it known. You're number 1 pick. You got the bag. You're 7 feet tall down there. Wingspan, act like it.
Yep. Zubac played 29 minutes, had 15 rebounds and 12 points. This man played 33 minutes and had 8 boards and 18 points.
He outplayed him.
Very much so. Are y'all still are y'all still taking the Suns? Y'all not switching anything up? Y'all still taking the Suns?
I'm still leaning them, but they're definitely making me think.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never been the one, and I don't think either one of you have, but I've never been the one that is so oh my God, after the game 1, because that shit's usually the fill-out game. Look how many times Bron has lost game 1.
It's fun to make the projections. Been winning
series forever.
It's fun to make the projections, but it's more fun to come back to things and watch the game and bounce back.
Yes.
That's where the fun is.
Yeah, game 1, I'm not going to put too much, but sometimes a game 1 is very telling. And that shit was telling what we saw. That was telling because Kawhi is Kawhi, and he's not going 38 points, bro. He has we always talk about KD having an easy 35. No, Kawhi as well be having an easy 35 and quiet. He just be assassinating your ass, and you don't even know it's happening. He's just picking you apart. You look up, you be like, this motherfucker got 40 points.
He just bullies you to the spot, turns around.
Right. How the fuck he do that? Yes.
That jump shot, that laser beam ass, flat ass jump shot is still gonna go in every time.
That shit gonna hit the front of the rim every time. That shit be all net. That shit don't even touch the rim. That shit.
Most
and he just hustle back. He hustle back and then locks down. Bro, he is a robot. But anything else y'all gotta say about this before we move on to Jonah's favorite team?
I don't even know how much we got to talk about this damn game.
Yeah, I didn't see not 1 minute of this game. Once I saw the score, I was box score watching.
I mean, box score watching tells you enough.
Yeah.
If you look at the shooting splits, Cat's got to be better. Ant just hasn't looked himself recently, straight up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a surprise. I mean, I was hoping for a big playoff from him.
No, yeah.
I don't know if it's the shoulder injury.
It could be.
I don't want to put too much on it, but
he
hasn't been on a stint like this for a while where he's been looking down since his rookie.
I know you don't want to give him that, but hey, sometimes it is what it is. That's what's going on. Shit. That shoulder, isn't his shooting shoulder too?
And it's tough because his touch around the rim hasn't looked the best.
Bro.
And it's I don't know. This team is a freelance offense, but they don't they don't have they have the talent to be good, but they don't have the structure.
No.
We're not
going to say it's a cop out for him, but look, being somebody who's had surgery on their shoulder, tearing something, and it's my right arm. If he do have a significant injury, he's not gonna be able to score like that. It's not. It's too much. He's like the main guy. It's too much to do, and it just sucks because I feel like he still could have got off against the Nuggets. Like, who's really guarding him over there? Like,
they can pressure him.
Yeah,
up on him.
Yeah.
But.
So like now it just sucks because I thought, like Zoe said, I was ready to see Ant really in the playoffs after last year, because last year it was like a coming out party. He was really showing out. Like it was fun to watch. It was amazing. But now it's just
had like
damn.
36 in his first career playoff game, and now it's
like
start to critique it a little more.
Are they gonna get swept?
I don't know. It's tough because we've played. I feel like we split the series with Denver this year, so they're capable of beating them.
Yeah.
But man, it was just bad on so many levels.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have no notes about this game. I didn't watch any highlights.
I watched a little. I think you're gonna get one of those games where Jokic gets like 14 points and maybe a triple-double, low triple-double.
I mean, that was pretty much last night.
I think I said them in 5. Man. I think that's what I said.
What do you?
The Nuggets in 5.
Yeah.
I think that's what I said.
It's tricky.
People on Twitter been having nuts ass predictions. I can't even take people serious no more when they do predictions. I don't know if if you really feel that way or you saying it just for like clickbait. To make you have some interaction. Yeah, like I don't even know if you're being for real anymore. When people do predictions, like, are you serious? Or like, I don't know anymore. I think it's hard.
The trickiest thing about this game was some games where you lose, you can still get some stuff to take away from it. This straight up was just like, they're not making shots. Denver wasn't playing like crazy good either. Like, they were doing their thing, but the Wolves had 80 points in a basketball game.
Yeah, I saw it. That was nuts. Like it was 1996.
Not the 90s, yo.
Bro.
Yeah.
The shooting.
Oh, yeah. Jonah was nuts. He picked you picked the goddamn Wolves in 7.
Hey, I'm going to take my team.
I know.
I was getting cooked on TikTok, but
it's all good. Zoe
picking my squad.
Zoe picked the Nuggets in 5, and I picked the Nuggets in 6. That's before Ant. I thought they could just pull off 2. I thought they really could, but I thought they could win 2 in Minnesota.
It's not looking the best.
No.
I wanted to make the playoffs. I wanted to make the playoffs so we didn't have that pick in the lottery and just to be, hey, we made the playoffs.
But I think you guys are in the spot where
I'm ready for some change.
Making the playoffs helps you guys. I think your team is in that spot where it's cool. Like I'm cool with us making the playoffs. It's like a building stone. Like some teams, yeah. Certain teams just don't need it. This is not the time for that.
Certain teams.
We need to, because basketball, we know, in NBA, you got to get terrible. You got to be at the bottom and build your ass back up. If you're in the middle, if you always the 6, 7, 8 seed, that's tough for you. But Minnesota's in a spot where this is good for them. It's still building, you know? Certain teams just don't need that shit.
It's tough that we're probably not going to get more intel on Denver till round 2 because they're one of those teams that I really want to see face someone.
Absolutely.
And a matchup, yeah.
I feel like this game didn't help at all because they just did their thing and people kind of forgot that, they won 53 games this year. Like,
so we're going to see because next round they're going to play Clippers
the number
or
1 seed for a reason.
So they're going to be tested. We're going to see that shit next round. Regardless of who it is, Suns or the Clippers, it's going to be tested. Y'all got anything else about playoff the first weekend? I think for me, this might have been one of the best opening weekends of the playoffs in a long time. Like, we're going to shit on the Hawks, but other than that, it was good games. I mean, the Wolves one that fucked it up, but when it's 9:30 at night on a Sunday, I'm not even gonna count that shit. Half the people in America on Sunday night.
The Sunday game on 9:30 and the Saturday game at 8:30.
Who's watching that shit at that point anyway? Like people have sleep. If you're not fans of Denver and Minnesota, or if you're gambling, you might be watching it. But if you're gambling, you can just check your phone at that point. You don't even got to watch the game.
I'm glad I didn't have to compile any clips or do any analysis last night. I could go straight to bed.
That's good for you.
No need.
Because I was
Catch
going to
on
be
the next one.
till the late nights if I had some stuff to break down. But
before y'all we move on, y'all get any other thoughts about this past weekend? No,
solid weekend.
It was solid.
We got a decent idea, but still got to see some things play out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Injuries suck, but that's part of sports. Shit happens.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna taint nobody's legacy because of injuries. Shit happens. You just got to keep playing. Got to keep playing. But all right, we can move on into whoa. I'm trying to think. Shut up. Pause. I'm trying to. The question. I don't know who started the question. I didn't know how to frame it, but in a way, should they take out the damn charge?
What's his name? Zach?
Yes.
Zach Hayes.
Zach Harper.
Yes.
Zach Harper.
Yeah.
Clown, bro.
Come on, man. To these clicks.
Come on, man.
Exactly. Clicks.
Come on, man.
You can't take it out completely.
If you want to take out the charge, what do you want to see then?
Do you want to see Giannis and Embiid put up 80 a game?
80. Bron just gonna run through this motherfucking to the hole, bro. Giannis, Bron, Embiid.
Bron doesn't have any moves anymore. He just powers people. When do you see LeBron actually do a rim attack move? Like he's just straight powering out.
Yeah, like you take away the charge, Giannis and Bron is gonna have a fucking field day.
I want to say we talked about like a couple pods ago.
Athletic?
Yeah, I mean, I saw Hollinger wrote an article about the exact opposite thing, so they probably just wanted to get both sides of the spectrum. It's a talking point.
Oh, I didn't see that part. I knew it had to be, but that's dumb. That's like
obviously
you can't take a whole. You can't take a. That's a whole ass part of basketball.
The shinier one's gonna get the larger.
Yeah, regardless of like I saw some points of why like people being so athletic and doing this, and that's how you get these injuries. But people have always tried to avoid the person trying to take the charge. That's been part of basketball. Everyone tries it. When you see it, you try to avoid it right away. You don't. That's gonna be in basketball.
The only bad thing is just the sliding under, like the AD jaw one.
I hate that.
AD could have varied.
Yeah.
It's one thing. I'll just talk this one first, but like AD could have just walled up there. But there's guys like Kyle Lowry who've made a living off this on defense, sliding under guys at the last second.
Yep.
I just think if it isn't rewarded for that specific one, when guys slide directly under, we'll see less occurrences. But like we talked about with Ja specifically, he launches himself at the basket a lot. He's gonna come down hard time to time.
We just talked about that. We talked about that last episode.
He throws his body around. He throws his body around way too much. You knew it was gonna happen at some point.
It's just the play style. Like he's so drive and rim heavy, and he's athletic. It's bound to happen. He's gonna lose some control, and it's hard when you come down on your hand like that. It was already injured, so
it's so little as
it's
hell.
Tricky. But like I said, I think if you just focus about like, you don't got to get too extreme with it, but I just hate when guys use it as a bailout to play defense when they can just wall up.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's that. I think that's the thing about the charge. You can't take it out, but it's certain things like you got to like with the fouls. You can't take it out, but you got to know how to like call it. You got to be able. We can't do like challenge this because challenge is starting to get out of control because it's always challenge this, challenge that. So it's like, you got to figure out hey, what's up.
We got some Draymond antics again in the playoffs. Here we go.
I see he just went full Rick Mahorn. That's what everyone's saying on Twitter.
Man.
What'd he do? My cousin just said Draymond crazy. That's what he just said. Like, what'd he do?
He stepped on Sabonis. Now the crowd going at him. He's fucking Ric Flairing that shit.
He stopped,
man.
So is he getting kicked out?
He's clapping at the fans. They yelling it. Whoa. Oh.
And this is live.
Buddy on live just hit the double bird. Yeah, Yo, live. Oh, shit.
Yo, Draymond ass is nuts, bro.
He really going. This is wild.
I gotta see what happened.
Yeah, you'll see. This is.
Did he? I gotta see. I'm gonna check it out. I gotta look at them highlights, but y'all got any more points about the charge? I feel like we all think it was a stupid ass.
Stupid. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have money for the Athletic.
Yeah,
to read that shit.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad I didn't re-up my shit because if I did, I would have saw that dumb ass thing. But Twitter gonna give it to you.
Facts.
Twitter gonna give you all that. So Twitter is better than the news because you're gonna find out shit on Twitter before anywhere else. Before maybe TikTok, you can find out shit fast. But
probably.
But Twitter, you're gonna get that shit. Facebook gonna get that shit in 3 weeks. And then Instagram, it's gonna be 2 weeks for Instagram, and then Facebook get it. But that's how usually that shit go. But I don't got them. I just want to see y'all thoughts, and I figure what y'all thoughts would be on that. I'm gonna y'all got anything? I know I want to talk about the Bulls before we get about it here, since we never really give them we never talk about them since it is our team. Jonah's that's not Jonah's team, but he lives here right now, and he do watch them from time to time. Probably more than this time to time because he is in this market now. So, but
yeah,
the Bulls are who exactly we said they are. They are. I keep telling people about Zach LaVine. Zach. I'm pulling this. Alex Caruso on this team with his IQ being so high, he's showing you how low of an IQ players really have. And I'm gonna start with Zach. Zach is a player. He needs a legit offense starter on the team. Like, well, the Lonzo pairing was. I don't want to keep bringing him up, but the Lonzo pairing for them because DeMar and Zach definitely wasn't the best combination, but going to getting Lonzo was perfect for them. That was the thing. But I don't know what I want my Bulls to do. Kobe White has showed me he's growing. I don't think he's a starter. I think he's definitely the right sixth man for you. Oh, you want to be a starter?
Hey, go ahead, speak your piece.
I don't know if I want Kobe White to be a starter. I know a lot of people want him to be a starter because of where he was picked. But sometimes you're picked at certain spots because how the draft class was. Usually.
Hey, scouting is hard.
Yeah, scouting is very hard. Motherfuckers miss left and right in the NBA.
Especially guards.
Yeah, so you don't know what's gonna happen, where they come from in college, so I'm getting pleased with him. I don't know what the Bulls gonna do with DeMar, Zach, or Vooch. Can you trade? I think you can trade DeMar to a contender. I don't know if Vooch actually gonna bring his ass back because Vooch got real boisterous at the end, towards the end. Like he was speaking his mind. Like he was really saying he's like, we ain't doing this, that, and the other. But I don't know. Do we get Billy Donovan one more year?
They gave him an extension.
They did give him an extension. The Bulls ain't trying to pay two coaches at one time.
I don't think it's a Billy thing. I think
they already they're still paying Boylan. I think.
Now, that should be off the books.
It's off the books now, but I don't think this is entirely on Billy. I think the roster is very flawed, and I don't like some of the decisions Billy Donovan makes. I'm not gonna put all of it on him. I think this roster is just people thought Pat Bev got them to the play-in, but that shit wore off, man. You only gonna keep up that high energy when you're not that type of player. You're not gonna keep that shit up all the time. He can, but he's not no scorer. Like he's gonna help with the offense a little bit. He's gonna help you be fired up. But the Bulls are. We need the Bulls to be good. Can we get to be decent like the Knicks are? Can we get decent like the Cavs are? Can we do something?
I think you got to find some right fits if you want to swap people around.
And exactly. And I'm not just trying to get rid of people just because like I said before, if you're not going to replace them with somebody better, what's the point of replacing them? If you're not going to rebuild, if you're rebuilding, get rid of everybody. Zach go, DeMar out of here, don't resign Vooch. If you're just going to be a normal person, a normal franchise, and just say, fuck it, we're going to rebuild instead of being scared of actually saying we're rebuilding, the Bulls never do that shit. We know how this franchise get down, but other than that, you might as well just bring them dudes back. Because who going to be better? Who you going to bring in that's better?
I'm going to say this.
Go ahead.
Vooch is coming back.
I do think he's coming back. Next year. I think he's going to be a Bull.
Because they're not going to let him walk for nothing.
No, I think he's going to be a Bull, too.
Realistically, he might not be the center that we need. He might not be the center that we need.
2-3 years.
2-3 years. It'll be between 50 to 60 decline, hopefully. But that's just the market for him. I know it's too much, but for me too. But that's probably gonna be the market for him. I would trade DeMar. Let's get something back for him. He can play a part for a contending team somewhere. We see it.
No, absolutely can. Yeah.
You know,
how you guys feel about moving Caruso?
Not anymore. I was down to trade a lot of people at the deadline. Caruso.
Oh, yeah.
Because he just has a lot of value. That's where I'm at.
No,
he has a lot of value.
A lot of value. I was on board. I was so on board to just get rid of everybody. But knowing the Bulls, they weren't going to do that bullshit. I already knew that shit wasn't going to happen.
I'm keeping Zach. I'm keeping Pat. I'm keeping Kobe right now because I need a point guard. Lonzo's not coming back, so I'm starting Kobe next year.
Oh, yeah. With this roster, you have to. You're not going to stop Ayo. You cannot stop Ayo.
I think he's genuinely going to have a little bit of a market. Obviously, he's going to be restricted for sure, but I think there's going to be some offers out there after his – I mean, nothing crazy, but like a guy that can spread the floor. He showed some better effort towards the end of the year as kind of being a tertiary piece. The defense isn't amazing, but like –
right. Facts.
It's serviceable.
You can do his thing.
You can put him out there.
Yeah.
I mean facts. I remember talking to Jay about this when he originally got drafted. We saw him more as like a six-man kind of guy off the
bench.
From the jump.
Definitely is a six-man.
From the jump. Like
we saw that kind of inefficient first year, and it's like the scoring talent can be there, but like he's not going to be a initiator or like a good enough scorer to be that starting guy.
Like I said, it just sucks getting him as a six-man, and he's on the and where he was drafted. But you just got to get over that.
I mean, even at the 7th pick, is that crazy for a six-man?
Was he 7th?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That string of seven,
yeah, you might be right.
Picks.
No, you're right. That may not even be crazy.
Is that crazy? Is that crazy for a six-man? I don't think so.
No, you're right.
The starter role for him from the jump was too high.
No,
but
you're right.
At this point right now, Lonzo's down. Ayo, he fell off a little bit this year. The shooting's not going to be consistent as we'd like it. So he might be the odd man out in this one. He'll get another offer somewhere else, and he'll make some money. He'll play some more, but
you don't think the Bulls bringing him back?
No, I don't think Ayo's coming back.
Oh,
it'll be interesting to see what the market values are looking like.
I think he'll get a better deal somewhere else.
Ooh.
That's what it's going to come down to. If he wants to take a hometown discount, they might be there, but he's young.
Yeah, somebody would.
Maybe since Lonzo's status is up in there, maybe they'll bring him back just because of that.
Oh yeah, you never know. Because ain't nobody. Who are the other guards on the team?
Bring a guy in house rather than.
Shit, I forgot about. Yeah, you're right.
He's expiring though, and he could go anywhere.
He might come back on a vetman, but
he could go on a vetman anywhere to a competitor probably.
Yeah, he's not going to. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And even then, I don't need to see him in the starting lineup anyway.
No, yeah, I was never. Bulls Twitter is just nuts. The shit I be seeing, I'd be like,
there's still people on Wolves Twitter that are like, the season would be different if we bought Pat Bev back. I'm like, hey, he helped us out a lot, but you have to see his bad plays with his good plays.
Everybody be talking about Pat Bev like he is like LeBron. Like everybody talking like they talking like every team. Like if you just throw him on this team, we're just gonna be like, bro.
There's an effect that we saw. We saw it in Minnesota. Even the Lakers for a little bit. You know, the antics come with it, hypes up the players. The fans love it, but realistically on the court, does it translate?
Hell no.
Not as much. Yeah. Like,
hell no.
Nah.
No. So enough of the Bulls talk. I'm off of that. I just wanted to get it off real quick. I have nothing else. It was a good season for them. It was fun. It was a roller coaster, but it is what it is. Y'all got anything that y'all want to talk about before we get up out of here? Oh, I did see. We can talk about. We kind of briefly talked about Jaren Jackson. I saw you put that shit in the notes.
Yeah, we
Jonah,
touched on it.
But
I saw the votes were very close between him.
I didn't
and
see
Brooke.
the votes. What were they?
I want to say like 350 to like 310 for total points.
Yeah, it was like
Jaren got majority of the first.
Who came in second? Brooke Lopez.
Yeah, he was right behind. I wanted Brooke to win because his time's obviously running out, and I think Jaren's gonna win a lot more. But if either of them wins, I'm like,
more too. Yeah,
okay, either of them deserve it. Like,
yeah, I definitely think Jaren gonna win more. Definitely, like he is. Like, and I think it's goofy that people really harp on his blocks because I guess because he's so athletic and the way he looked when he blocked. But the man can play defense. Like, the man can play defense. Like, don't get it twisted. Yeah, he got a lot of blocks, but that's not the only thing he's doing. Like, the man can play D. Like, I would definitely him and Evan Mobley can probably guard 1 through 5.
It's just like the thing with Jaren is
maybe
the illusion of the help
side. Not all ones, but some ones.
The illusion of him being off the ball and coming over out of literally nowhere and recovering to affect your shot is crazy because anyone can get beat and he's coming out of nowhere.
He had a block against the Lakers this year in Memphis. I don't know who the fuck went up for this layup or shot, but this man just babied it. I don't know who it was, but the way he blocked it was like really like, get this shit out of here. Like, this is my rim. Like, don't bring that shit over here. Like, he is everything that everybody want Bam to be.
Yeah, I see it.
The thing about Bam is like,
but like,
I think Bam's more switchable.
He can guard 1 through 5.
He can. Bam's
more switchable, but Jaren's rim protection is
elite,
way above Bam's.
Oh my god, that dude!
And what's Jaren's wingspan? What, like 7'3"?
Something ridiculous.
6'11". Yeah, bro, he is nuts. He's nuts, bro. My man is nuts. But congrats
and then
to him.
Doesn't Bam have a negative wingspan?
I don't know.
I think is he the one with that? I think so.
He might be the one with it.
That's crazy. To have a negative wingspan, bro.
7'1", so it's nothing crazy, but
okay, never mind.
Oh, okay. How tall is Bam?
6'9".
6'9".
Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, congrats to Jaren, Triple J. It looks a little goofy behind, but hey, man, he be hooping, man. Y'all got anything else? Y'all have anything else before we get up out of here? My camera is not focusing.
I'm just excited to see how much different it is next week already in these series.
Yeah, because right now, who we got? Oh shit! It's a 1-point game.
Yeah, let's go.
Hold up.
Go lock in for that.
Y'all ahead of me.
Well, I'm gonna just go ahead. We're thank you for another episode. Episode 10. Like always, like and subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe, leave reviews on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, anywhere else that you subscribe to listen to your podcast. Like always. We thank y'all. We thank y'all. We salute to y'all to keep rocking with us. We're gonna keep pumping these things out. But till next week, we see y'all later. Peace.